Dead man walking and talking and breathing. I wasn't following what I believed in. I know the hell was my future to be in. So I put my pressure on repeat. I put my pressure on repeat. Had to be honest, I'm weak. So I put my pressure on repeat. I cannot do it just me. So I put my pressure on repeat. 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 Had to be honest, I'm weak. So I put my pressure on repeat. Dead man walking and talking.
Entertaining God magazine, and I'm here with David Singleton. Y'all, I can't even believe that I'm on this right now with David. Like he has been one of my favorite rappers, spoken word for a long time, and I'm just so thankful that you even said that you would get on this with me, because so many people, like, they just don't, they don't want to be seen, they don't want to do interviews, they don't want to respond. So I appreciate your humility to even acknowledge my email. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm not, like I said, I'm not anybody special. I appreciate you even want to talk to me. So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. And I know you said that you didn't want to be seen because of your hair. I know everybody in COVID right now. Nobody want to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No haircuts right now.
Right. I had to do something real quick. But David, y'all, those who do not know David, he is a spoken word artist, a rapper. He's a father. And I just found out he's a teacher. Like, I didn't even know that. I think you probably make a really great, fun teacher, because you reach out to people a lot through your music and you know how to relate to people. So would you say they like you?
Yeah, my kids like me for the most part. I mean, I got a couple kids who I'm probably not their favorite person when they get in trouble, but otherwise they like me. So yeah, we're good. Yeah. I'm the teacher at the school probably. So yeah.
And you have such a young attitude too, so it's not like having a granddad. It's like having a brother, probably.
Yeah, that's what people normally say. You're like a big brother to me.
So,
yeah.
That's cool. So David, he recently changed his name on YouTube to the best rapper you never heard of. And honestly, I say there is definitely some truth to that, because like I said, you've been one of my favorite, and you're just really behind the scenes from what everybody else is doing. And I've been talking music since I heard your song Galatians 6:9 on Facebook.
Okay.
And it went viral, and I was like, yo, this dude can spit. Like, and it was really good. Like, it was heartfelt. Like, your production was just so authentic. And then you were going at it, and you could see it in your eyes. So I was like, yo, this dude is great. So I just been following his music ever since. And there are like 3 songs that I play over and over and over again that has really helped me just get through what I've been going through. And for those who don't know, Entertaining God magazine, we're doing a mental health blogs and videos of different artists just sharing what they've been through and what they're going through now and how they're overcoming it. And so those 3 songs by David have really helped me, myself, and the things that I've been going through in my past. And dude, it's just so good. And I just want you to share, what you've been going through, and those songs, what place that came from. Yeah. And because it's so authentic, like, you can't just make that up like that. Right. You have been going through something.
Yeah, they definitely come from real places. All my music, for the most part, actually, all my music come from real places. Even if I'm telling stories about other stuff, it's like people I know, or maybe I'm putting my life into it, or whatever else. So yeah, it's they all come from real places. They actually, so I used to be in the military, and before I got out, they said that I have PTSD. I never got like medicated or anything like that. So yeah, I support mental health issues and stuff like that. Because it hits almost everybody. It's almost everybody. So yeah. But yeah, I use music. Actually, like, I write my music like I'm writing to God. If there was nobody to listen to my music, which I'm surprised that there's anybody who does, so I appreciate that. I would still write because it helps me to communicate to God whatever I'm trying to say. So yeah.
Wow. So it's just your thing. It's built into you. Like, you're not even trying to like be on the stage or nothing. It's just something you do.
Yeah, I mean, So if if everything played out exactly how I wanted, I don't know if I wanted the stage, but I would love to make a living off of music. I'm not saying that will ever happen, and that's okay if it doesn't. I've actually quit music a number of times. Where I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna record and do stuff like that no more. But I never quit writing because, like I said, it's therapy. It really is.
Wow. So we're going to talk about the first hit,
Okay.
Mercy.
Okay.
Mercy. Ugh, Mercy. Okay.
God, I've been falling lately. Binge watching Netflix and YouTube, chasing after money, success, and power, hoping to find more, but coming up empty. Been so stupid. I ate and I was filled with hunger. I drank and I was filled with thirst, cause those were counterfeits. The truth is what I really need is, I need your love. To be so filled with love, there's no longer room for the worry, and I need your peace. To be so filled with peace, there's no longer room for the hurt, because I've been running around, just chasing the clouds, but ain't no rain coming down, and I need some drink in me now. I should just call on you.
So this song, oh my gosh, I just replay it so much, and it's crazy because it's really just like pouring your heart out, like you're asking God, I need your mercy.
Yeah.
This moment in my life, I just need your mercy, and that's it. Like, if you have any more left for me, please pour that out. Can you tell me, like, what were you dealing with when you wrote that?
At that point in my life, a lot of things were going well on the outside, right? Career was going well. A lot of things were just clicking. But I was still in a pretty dark spot. You know what I'm saying? And I realized when I was looking at my life, I'm like, man, I'm binge watching TV, I'm binge watching Netflix, I'm binge watching YouTube, but I'm not spending any time with God, and I'm miserable, right? And I have all these things going right, but I'm still miserable. I'm in this dark spot. So God, I need you. I need your mercy, and that's where it came from. And like, in that prayer, I'm saying like, God, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve your mercy at all. And the truth is, I don't. Right? I'm the one who turned my back on Him. But I need it. And, because God's so good and He loves us so much, He's like, I still want to give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what makes God. Yeah. We can blow it 1,000 times and God's still like, hey, I'm still here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
So that's kind of where I was at that point.
Mm-hmm. And that, you really remind me of King David.
Yeah.
Because in your music, you pour out, like David did in Psalms. And that's one of my favorites to read as well, just praying out of Psalms, because he was so real.
Yeah.
And so
I enjoy it too. I was listening to the Psalms today actually on my phone while I was taking a bath or whatever else. Yeah, I still take baths, man. But I was sitting in the bath listening to Psalms, and I'm amening David while I'm listening to him like do his prayers and stuff, and like, yeah, Lord, for me too, right? Because God wants honesty. I think a lot of people, they try to put on these facades with other people and with God, and like people can't see through it and God can't see through it. The truth is, like, we're not as good as acting as we think we are. We're not, and God definitely sees through all of that. Like us trying to act like we have it together when we don't. It's just useless. It's vanity.
Wow.
So yeah. I put to pen to the paper. I try to be honest. It's not pen. I guess it's fingers to the screen. I try to be honest. So yeah, because God sees through the lies anyway. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me say, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like for me, just being in my darkest moments and really just crying for mercy, that song like just hit it. And I think that's why I listen to it over and over. Even then when I'm feeling good, like I still need His mercy. Like I still say that. Like I still
sure.
I still need it. Just because I'm having a good day and I'm in a good season right now, I'm still at your mercy.
Yeah.
Just for this good season. This is by your mercy that this came.
It's awesome to know that like you listen to it on repeat. I appreciate that. I really do. Because it like encourages me to keep out there. Because sometimes like I get discouraged and I don't want to put nothing out there, I think I don't even know if there's a use of it. So like I'm glad, like, yeah, to hear you listening to it and it's blessing you. It's yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, for sure. The next one, I think I commented on Save Me. Save Me, I think I had said, yo, I'm the one running these numbers up off this song right now.
Yeah.
Because this moment, like this is a really good piece, and I really encourage the viewers to go back and pull it up yourself and just listen to this, because it's really like we can't save ourselves. Even when you're at the point of needing mercy and we're depressed and we're going through anxiety or whatever other mental issue you may have, we really can't save ourselves. And I remember there were things I was going through that I just couldn't understand. And I was in my journal, looking back at my journals, and I was just constantly writing about the same things over and over. And I was like, dang, what's wrong with me? Like, I really can't help myself with what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And so your song, that song Saved Me, that was like a repeat for me, because I'm like, God, I need you to save me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I keep doing it.
I can't make the shot. I can't make the shot. It would have been a touchdown, but the pass dropped. You should have been the first, but you're my last stop. I know that I'm the worst, but I've been wondering, would you come and save me? Lord, come and save me. 'Cause I've been living crazy. I've been living.
Yeah. We get to this point in life, like when we become adults, right? And it's almost like we're putting on like our father's clothes or our mama's clothes or whatever, and we start to like pretend like we got it all together. And it's kind of like what I said about the last song too. We pretend like we don't need saving, and we can put on a good front for a while, right? And it might last for a long while or whatever else. But at the end of the day, we're just people. We're all just humans. And because of that, we are frail and we will fall. But we have a good father who always picks us up. So yeah, we need to scream, save me. And the longer we wait between our time saying save me, the longer we wait in the mud and the mire and in the dirt. When God's willing to save us at any moment, even in our best moments, we still need saving too. So yeah.
Man, we have such a good father.
We do. We really do.
Yeah.
Don't deserve his goodness towards me at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still good. Yeah, I wrote that song about, I didn't write it when I was, but about when I was in high school and I was like a knucklehead and I was trying to be a gangster and all types of stuff. And I just ended up hitting a brick wall. I was just like, God, if you don't rescue me, I'm not being rescued. And I did. I hit a wall. I was in the bathtub again, and I prayed to God, and God came in my life. He rescued me.
Yeah,
he really did. So yeah.
Wow, you in these tubs, I think that's where we need to end up, so we could so the Lord can come help us. We're just sinking in this water, Lord. I need you to come and wash me. Come make me clean.
Yeah.
Can you tell me Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that the thing is, like, when he does that, he does enable us to do like good and be the people that we need to be. We just got to realize that we're relying on him and not on our own power. Because we're also people and we get arrogant quickly, and we can see something we did and we can think, oh, I got it now. Okay, God, go ahead, let your hand off the wheel. I got it. And whenever you do that, you're going to crash again. So, yeah.
Wow, man. There's a lot of humbling. Everywhere we turn, we just gotta be like met with humility. It's crazy.
Walking with God.
Can you tell me, okay, how did you come to salvation? I never really knew that part of your story. I know you said that in high school you kind of hit a wall.
Yeah.
Was that when you were finally?
Yeah. So it was like I don't know. I believed in Jesus my whole life, but when people asked me when I was in high school, oh, you a Christian? I said, I believe in Jesus, but I think if I died, I'd go to hell, because I wasn't following him at all. Like, I was doing my own thing. And I would tell God that. I would be like, I would say, God, I love you, but I can't follow you right now. And then one day I read John 14:15. It said, if you love me, you obey my commandments. That's what it says. And then I read it and I was like, dang, I don't love you. I want to love you, right? And I was out just doing mess, right? Doing mess. And then I got to the point in my life where I was like, man, I want to be saved, right? So I got on my knees one day and I went to pray to God, and I was going to pray and I was going to say, like, God, I'm sorry and whatever. When I got on my knees, I started having flashbacks of all these evil things I did. And I was like, oh, God doesn't want me. So anyways, one day I'm in my bathtub and I'm reading a book by C.S. Lewis. It's called Screw Tape Letters. And it's about how demons work on people and stuff like that. But in that part of the book, it says, this is like in the demon's perspective, he says, never let the people see that the whole reason why Jesus had to die is because they didn't deserve it in the first place. And that hit me like a brick. It really did. It was like, no, I don't deserve it, but that's why you died, right? And so at that moment, God stepped into my life in like a powerful way. Yeah, and he did all the rescuing. So that was like 10 years ago. So it's a good little chunk ago. So yeah.
Wow, you said 10 years?
Yeah.
I don't know if I should. How old are you, David?
I turned 30. 30.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Welcome to the 30s, man. 30 and flirty.
Yeah. Nah, I'm getting up there.
Yeah.
But it's good. When I was younger, man, I didn't think I was gonna make it to 21, let alone 30.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, the last one. Now, this was one of the first ones that I had heard before the other ones, obviously, because you had released it before. This one was lately. This is when I was first discovering like a lot of your music. I think it was first on SoundCloud that you had a lot of your stuff. And I listened to lately, and it's like we all get to that point when we don't feel God, we don't hear him. And so what was your take on that song?
I know that my light's not mine. I don't know if it has ever been. All I know is I was lost in darkness. I ain't had no hope, and you decided to open up the door of light and let me in. Jesus, my closest and most trusted friend. Conversations till the daylight ends and then begins all night. Speaking to the Father, all the passions of a lost soul. I was dead and gone, but now I'm finally home. But oh no, I've been riding solo. Open up the Bible and I'm not feeling your glow, no. Used to have that gas, now my face for riding in slow-mo. Used to pray all day, now it's only for when I don't know what to do. Who am I becoming? What am I doing? Ignoring treasure and chasing these foolish things. God, it's just the enemy. Honestly, what I need is for you to come and draw near to me. Cause lately I get so caught in my daydream, and I've been hoping for more, while I'm ignoring you, Lord. Help me get back to my passion.
Yeah, I wrote that. I was in a basement. I was staying at my friend's house. I had got a job in Michigan, and a whole bunch of stuff didn't work out, and I was kind of homeless. That's what it came down to. And staying in my friend's basement because he was kind to me. And I just wasn't feeling God at all. Like I would go to like pray and talk to him, and it would just be nothing, right?
Wow.
And I was, God, I'm not feeling you. And I would have like, and I remember like this part of the song I'm talking about before. Like I would spend all night talking to God, like literally. The sun goes down, the sun comes back up, I'm having a conversation with him. There was a time in my life where I would sit in my room and lay in my bed when I was in the military, and I would read my Bible for 18 hours straight, and my roommate would be like, bro, you're gonna get bed sores. What are you doing? Right? And we go from there to me not praying all day and not looking at the scriptures, maybe like reading a verse for a whole week. And I'm like, man, I'm not feeling you at all, God. But I still need you, right? And that's what I realized. And I was getting caught up in some old sins and stuff like that too, and getting caught up in this circle of dark living. And I was like, I'm not feeling you. I need you though. Okay, come rescue me now. And and God did it. Like every time. It's a constant theme in my life. And I feel like, God would be through with me by now. He'd be like, man, he done dropped the ball in the same way he dropped it these last 10 times. I'm just gonna leave him on his own this time. But nope. Time I drop it, he comes and picks it back up again and hands it back to me. Said, "Come on, let's go." So yeah, that's kind of where that came from.
Beautiful, man. Like you, like for real, you really like David. Like you was really going through all this, and you just wrote, and it come out so authentic, so real, and then your skills too. It just adds
Yeah,
on to the experience.
I appreciate it. I do. I do. Yeah, he get his glory, not mine. He
Mm.
is all the credit. Hmm.
And I know, okay,
Yeah.
this last, let me see. I know you're a teacher, so this probably can help you answer this. There's a
Okay.
quote, that goes around that says, like when God is silent, it's like a teacher doesn't talk during the test,
Hmm.
basically. Do
Yeah.
you think it was something like that going on in your life, that God was maybe testing you?
Mm, I don't think I have had times like that, right? Especially like during like moral dilemma moments,
Mhm.
um, where like I get in like a moral dilemma and I know what the right thing to do is, but I want to do the wrong thing. But God might not be saying nothing, but I know I'm supposed to do, right? So I've been there for sure. Um, but I don't think that time wasn't it. That time wasn't it. That was
Yeah.
me like just slipping back, closing up the blinds, getting caught up in myself. So yeah, it's like I'm like a natural, like I call myself I function as like an extrovert where I'm really good with people and talking to people and I can be the life of a party or whatever else. But I'm a natural introvert. Um, so my natural state is to be by myself. I spent a lot of time by myself as a kid,
Mhm.
as far as I can remember, like from like me being in diapers. So like
Yeah.
my when things get hard, my natural state is to retreat into myself and to stay away from everybody. And I'll even do that with God sometimes. And that's what I think was going on at the moment. I'm like, things aren't going well. Let me just be me. And you can't just be you. There's another song I got called "No Man's Island," and you trying to work and live your life by yourself, man. You're gonna fall apart. There's like a Proverbs 18:1. It said the person who isolates themselves rages against all sound wisdom or something like that. And
Mm.
it's true. Definitely true. Yeah.
Wow. That's good right there. And I like that one too. I play that one too.
Yeah.
That was just really good. Nobody's an island.
Mhm.
And I say that before to a lot of people, because we just kind of get in that mode, especially in our generation where we just push people out. We isolate and we're really sensitive, and we just like, well, I don't, I could do it by myself. I could be independent, and we're
Yeah.
really just not made to be like that.
No, not at
Adam didn't
all.
say wrong.
We were built to be social beings, and like screens do not substitute for that. They don't. We pretend they do, but they don't. We
For
need people.
real.
We need to be fellowship. We need to be with God. You can't be by yourself all the time. You're gonna end up doing stuff that you don't want to do. You're gonna become a
Yeah.
person that you want to be. You need people. We all do. Even though people kind of stink sometimes, they really do. We still need. So yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. I'm glad that you said that, and I hope that this really like encourages people who they're dealing with some mental issue or emotional pain. Like it's not good for y'all to be alone, because when you're alone, you start to think suicidal. You start to think nobody loves you, and
Yeah.
you start to feel like God ain't there either, just because the people aren't.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
so glad you said that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really easy to start putting people's attitudes and emotions on God, and they're very, very far apart. And yeah, when you can't isolate yourself. And a lot of times too is it's because like you don't want people to see that part of you because maybe you got hurt in the past because you opened yourself up. And I can't promise you if you open yourself up, people won't hurt you. But I can promise you if you keep pushing, you'll find the right person. So keep pushing. Don't quit. Don't quit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, David. Where can we find you online? I know you're humble and you don't try to like push nobody to you. I know you on YouTube as the
Yeah.
best rapper you've never heard of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not an articulation of arrogance. I promise it's not. It's just so that when I comment on like different YouTube, because what I do is I post like funny comments on different people's pages, and then people click on my page. That's all it's for. But anyways, you can find me on YouTube as the best rapper you never heard of. You can find me on Spotify as the best rapper you never heard of. On Apple Music, the best rapper you never heard of. On Facebook, David Singleton, DavidSingleten. Twitter, you can search the best rapper you never heard of, or David Singleton, DavidSingleten. So yeah, so if you would like to follow and listen, go ahead. You don't got to
Yeah.
though.
I encourage y'all too though, because yes, David, this is going to be, like I said, like his title says, this is going to be the best rap you never heard of when you go listen. So I encourage you guys to. And I just want to thank you so much for getting on this call. This was so good for me, and I pray that this will be good for you and our audience as well. So
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.